Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Namoli Family Athletic Intramural Complex, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Tonight, the Spartans welcome Lincoln Memorial University. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial, who enter tonight's game with a record of 1-1. Midfielder is a freshman from Winter Haven, Florida, number 2, Camden Bullard. Attacker is a junior from Davie, Florida, number 3, Chandler Bell. Defender is a junior from Coram, New York, number 4, Sage Lex. Attacker is a senior from Newburgh, Indiana, number 5, Jamie Small. Midfielder is a junior from Orange, Connecticut, number 17, Anna Carney. Midfielder is a sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 21, Jaden Reba. Defender is a sophomore from Seymour, Tennessee, number 28, Samantha Billingsley. Defender is a sophomore from Whispering Pines, North Carolina, number 24, Savannah Telemico. Attacker is a senior from Allen, Texas, number 26, Allie Vanderzeel. In goal is a senior from East Amherst, New York, number 30, Keegan Gilman. Midfielder is a freshman from Worthington, Ohio, number 33, Josie Tinarello. And the defender is a freshman from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, number 66, Mary Costas. Head coach of the Rail Splitters is Alyssa Shaver. And now, here are the starters for your University of Tampa Spartans, who enter tonight's match with a record of 2-0. Attacker is a grad student from Milton, Georgia, number 7, Allie Peebles. Attacker is a grad student from Naples, Florida, number 9, Julia Colderman. Midfielder is a senior from Bohemia, New York, number 11, Emma McLaughlin. Midfielder is a grad student from Centennial, Colorado, number 16, Lizzie Pierpont. Defender is a grad student from Tampa, Florida, number 21, Holliston Whitener. Defender is a grad student from Smithtown, New York, number 22, Danny Walter. Defender is a grad student from Whitehall, Maryland, number 23, Aaron Sistek. Midfielder is a grad student from Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 26, Gia Colombo. In goal is a senior from San Diego, California, number 29, Alex Wally. Attacker is a senior from Farmingdale, New York, number 31, Olivia Mott. Midfielder is a junior from Ocean City, Maryland, number 34, Alyssa Romano. And attacker is from a junior from Hudson, Ohio, number 43, Sarah Hinkle. Head coach of your Spartans is Kelly Gallagher, assisted by Callie Gilday. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the NCAA, the University of Tampa, and Lincoln Memorial University all promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action toward officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. The use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is permitted along the fenced areas outside the stadium. Thank you and enjoy tonight's game.
Good evening, I'm Taylor Storthy, and welcome back to the Demoli Family Stadium. Tampa women's lacrosse is ready to go here against Lincoln Memorial. We've had a long day of Tampa sports. Recently, the Spartans baseball team improved to 6-2 in a 10-6 victory over the Maryville Saints. And mixed results for basketball. Women's basketball taking a victory, men's basketball taking a tough defeat. Women's lacrosse looking to continue a strong start to the season as we're about to get underway here under the lights on Saturday night. The Spartans enter the game 2-0 with a big win against Montevallo and Alabama Huntsville. An incredible road stretch to start the year with a 19-4 and 19-3 victory. Their home opener will be right now. Meanwhile, Lincoln Memorial 1-1 entering today's game. They're the opposite for the Spartans, their first road game of the campaign, after an opening day win against North Greenville and a 7-11 loss to Lander on February 11th. But both teams are ready to go. We're ready for the face-off at the center. Spartans lacrosse is about set to get underway. This one goes back, and of course, Tampa wearing white and red. Lincoln Memorial wearing light blue and navy blue shorts. Played inside for the Spartans, and they will circle it around. Out over to, I believe, Colderman, and now circling back from Peebles. Now Tampa taking this first possession. Up top, held by Sarah Hinkle. That's a good move, cutting to the inside, but it's going to get picked up and saved. A good start for the Spartans. Lincoln Memorial will respond. In goal, Keegan Gilman getting the first stop of the night as Lincoln Memorial now have it in the midfield. Spartan pressure, and it will be Lincoln Memorial's ball as it goes out of play. In goal for the Spartans, Alex Walling, the senior from San Diego, be tasked with another strong night here. .350 goals allowed per game is actually a very good number in lacrosse. Tampa's very much a hockey town as well with the Lightning. As there is a very good play. It's a one-on-one opportunity. And the Spartans score to kick off the scoring in just a little over 90 seconds. A perfectly executed breakaway, and the Spartans strike first. The Lincoln Memorial Splitters will be disappointed to concede that one. Take a look at the replay right here, potentially. But what a goal to kick it off for the Spartans. Not a surprise to see Hinkle, the one to convert on the score sheet. That's her 9th of the campaign and her 11th in total. She is now tied with Julia Kolderman for the lead for the Spartan point scorers. Kolderman, all 11 points scored come from 11 goals for her. Hinkle, 9 goals, 2 of them assists. Back in the center, and the Spartans, I think, will win this one. Now a dangerous opportunity, and they'll immediately convert. 2 goals in 20 seconds. This time, it was a great solo run from number 7, Allie Peebles, and Peebles gets her first goal of the season. What a well-worked play from Peebles, and Tampa is immediately up 2. I'll also say it's not a surprise to see the Spartans firing early. They have 13 goals in their first 2 periods of their seasons. They had scored 8 goals in the first period against Montevallo, 5 against Alabama Huntsville. Now we're back at the face-off. Tampa has won both so far. This one's going to land, and I think it'll be the Spartans if they can hold on to it. Yes, they will. Peebles immediately back. Good defense from the Splitters to prevent her from scoring a brace in record time. Good play in front of the net, and Tampa makes it 3. 3 goals in the span of a minute. You know what? Forget a minute. That's 3 goals in 31 seconds. The Spartans on fire. It was at 13:21. That was where the clock stopped for the opener by Hinkle. And it's 12:50, and the Spartans have found 2 more. And Kolderman with the goal there. That's her 12th of the season. And I will say, last year the Spartans didn't have the greatest campaign, but I think it was primarily because of the difficulty of their schedule. One of the hardest throughout the entirety of D2, facing an extremely tough group of ranked opponents week in and week out. But this season, getting off to a hot start, ready to deal with whatever challenges will present themselves over the course of the campaign. They are looking focused like a well-oiled machine, and they have another shot. It just goes off the post. Wait, no, I think it went in. It did go in. From my angle up here at the booth, it looked like it bounced off the post and went out, but it actually went in. So, by the way, in a full 40 seconds, Tampa has now recorded 4 goals. It is Pierpont with the goal. Pierpont with her 3rd goal of the season. And Tampa is up by 4. Got a feel, I think, for Gilman here to start out the game. Got it going with an early, really solid save, but a lot of close quarters opportunities that are impossible to stop from time to time. And Tampa will once again win the faceoff. I believe they're 4-0 on them. Tampa working around the side once again. They're looking to split the splitters here and find another. 12 minutes to go in the first period. And similar to J.B. Clark's team, women's lacrosse off to a great start. Solid shape and defense here from Lincoln Memorial. Tampa don't have a clean opening, but are gaining some momentum. There's a loose ball, but Tampa is back on it. And there is a foul on the play. We'll have to see. The yellow flag came out, and it will be a penalty shot. A high opportunity here for the Spartans. And they'll convert. Tampa leads by 5. And that is the third consecutive game that they have scored 5 in the first period. And yes, we are only a few minutes in, under 5 minutes in, I'll have to say. 11:25 to go in the first period. And I will have to say, Walling might be feeling a little bored out there. While it's a great feeling to see the team succeed, you sometimes do want to get a little action as a goalie. But although I know she wouldn't be complaining if the defense gives her a relatively easy night, but also keep in mind we've got a long series of play yet to go. Lincoln Memorial has plenty of chances to get back into the game. They won't find it on that play there. Tampa is up by 6. There will be a timeout here for Lincoln Memorial, but before we take the break, we'll have to give a quick little congratulations to Riley McGettigan, number 41, who was able to secure the goal. That is her second of the 2023 campaign, and we'll be back with more women's lacrosse right after this.
College sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us.
And for college sports.
Although you're doing good.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back to Nemoli Family Stadium, and well, I have to say, it's a great start for the Spartans. Lincoln Memorial found themselves stalled out on the grid. As race season rolls around for Daytona, Formula One, and other motorsports, it's interesting to think of that as an analogy, and in terms of analogies, the Spartans speeding ahead. But again, plenty of time here. Lincoln Memorial having recently called a timeout to try to get back in the draft and back in the pack and back in the chase. We'll have another face-off. Tampa hasn't lost a single one yet. And they are now 7 for 7. Lincoln Memorial doing a good job of applying more pressure in the midfield, but Tampa does get it over into the attacking third. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Tampa opting to take it slow. They break it down behind the net. believe it's Colderman currently looking for an opening. And I believe there's another foul. It'll be, I believe, a free position attempt for the Spartans. So another dangerous opportunity here. Could be a shot on goal. Could even be a goal. Whistle blows. This time deflected away. And Lincoln Memorial, I think, will be able to come up with it. And a little bit of a collision. That will be Lincoln Memorial's ball. One of their first successful defensive stands here of the entire match. It comes at an important time. 10 minutes to go here in the first. Lincoln Memorial bring it up to the midfield. Have to deal with Spartans' pressure. From last year as well, this team knows how to put pressure on the opponents and restrict opportunities, but good passing from Lincoln Memorial. They've got a potential opportunity. Now they will circle it around the back as everyone else is now over into the attacking third. Looking for a chance, and that one's saved by Walling. First shot attempt, first save. Good carry up the field to avoid the sticks of the splitters trying to cause a turnover. Looked for an attempt inside there, almost had the space. We also saw Gilman helping close down to prevent an opportunity. 60 seconds on the shot clock. We haven't been anywhere near a shot clock expiry for the start of the game. Lane inside, and this one is going to get in. Another close quarters goal for the Spartans, and they are up by 7. Sarah Hinkle will convert again, second goal of the night, and now has 10 for the season. A great start again for the Spartans. They'll have a face-off once more. The Spartans haven't lost a single one. Lincoln Memorial will take the victory here. There's a fight, but it's going to go the other way. Tampa forces a turnover. And Tampa once again in the attacking third. And this time it's deflected away. Gilman, I believe, will get the save that time. I have to say, in a spot like this as a goalie, those saves are crucial. Because even though a majority of the goals can't really blame you because it's so close quarters, that's a big difference between men and women's lacrosse. In men's lacrosse, you see a lot more long-range shots. In women's lacrosse, you see a lot more close quarters action, where those are even harder shots to save for goalies because you need split-second reaction times. So you can't feel, or you have to feel for Gilman, I have to say, on a lot of those opportunities because there's just not physically enough time to make a stop. But I know she'll be excited to get one there. I know Splitters fans, I think, will be excited too. As their attacking chance continues, they hold it behind the net, desperately looking for teammates. It looks like Bell, number 3, will have it to put the ball back in play. Actually, Bell's already given it over to Bullard, but Bell There, now Bell brings it into play. A little bit of a limp. That took, I think, a little rough blow earlier. Hopefully she's not injured. A scramble for the ball. And I believe it'll be it's going to be for the Spartans. Spartans bring it all the way back up. Played inside. And it is 8. It is 8-0. It is another goal. And I believe still favoring her leg and heading off the field was Chandler Bell. Hopefully, Bell is okay. I'll get more word on that later on. But for now, the Spartans have scored once again. Hinkle completes a hat trick in the first period. Congratulations. And the Spartans have scored 8. That's the second time they found 8 in the first period all season. We see a solid contingent of fans here for this one lacrosse game. The Molly Family Stadium here is one of the largest on UT's campus. We see eager fans every weekend for men's lacrosse, and it also is a very popular place for rec sports to play. Tampa looking for an opportunity. They bring it inside. Shoots. Scores! It is 9 for the Spartans. The bench celebrating another goal. And if you're a Tampa Bay Rowdy fan, you will know the song that is playing. Kayla Brennan finds the back of the net. Congratulations. It's great to see even more Spartans joining the fun for Brennan. It's her 3rd goal of the season. So we are going to see a change here for Lincoln Memorial. Ellie Miller, the sophomore from Frisco, Texas, is now in the net. And I think that is a change you have to make. You can't blame Gilman for a majority of the goals that are conceded, but when you're conceding 9 in the first period, you always have to think about the mental strength. You have to think about the morale of a player. And sometimes it's better just to give a player a rest, a chance to regroup. I was calling Tampa volleyball during the NCAA regionals, where one of the best players in the entire tournament, Diana Akapova, had a terrible start to the first 2 sets in a tournament game against Lynn. She was given a rest early in the second, and then came back and scored 25 kills en route to a massive Barry comeback against Lynn. Of course, Barry would later win in the regionals, sweeping the Spartans volleyball team for the first time since 2019. But that's, I think, a big difference. Sometimes just getting a few minutes to breathe and get rested can be crucial for long-term success. But also, it's also fun to see a potential position change and have other players get an opportunity at it. Tampa will defend well and now brings it all the way back up. This time it's saved. The first shot that Miller sees is deflected upwards. The Spartans saw one shot in the previous possession from the Splitters, but it sailed wide. Tampa working it around, 60 seconds on the shot clock, 4:15 to play. Tampa brings it inside, misses, and Tampa regains possession. And they're a very smart inbound. It will, no, I don't think it'll count. Or will it? It will. I think it was, Ellie Miller was a little upset that it didn't look like she had inbounded it cleanly enough. But the ruling is that it is. And for my colleague Bruce Wozniak, I'll give you this quote. You can't argue with City Hall, and unfortunately a call like that is unlikely to get overturned. 10-0 lead for the Spartans. Number 6, CC Colombo scored. I could tell it was Colombo happy as you know it was playing. The classic goal celebration for the Spartan Star. 3:10 to go, and for the first time, I think I will have ever said this, we actually have a running clock in the first period. It goes on by default when a team goes up by 10 goals. The face-off, and it's won by the Spartans. And there is a foul on the play. Spartans will regain possession. And by the way, I mentioned the running clock just in case you were a little confused. Sometimes there are technical difficulties from people. You might be wondering, oh, did we forget to stop the clock? That's actually just NCAA guidelines. Because sometimes it can confuse people in the booth as well. I know sometimes Jack and I, Bruce and I, whatever I'm partnered with, we sometimes take a look and we're not sure about sometimes that or for things that happen on a scoreboard. Tampa now working it around. Have some space inside, and this one deflects off the post. Pass back up top. Spartans can't find anything. And Spartans actually keep it in play here, but they are going to give the ball back to Lincoln. They were a little rough earlier on a challenge. Actually, I may be wrong because the clock actually does stop here, but also may have been for a foul. Miller holding it, looking for a teammate. Here comes the Spartans defense trying to press. They're going to try to disrupt. Lincoln Memorial here as they bring it up. It won't work. A good solo run here for Lincoln Memorial. Finally dispossessed, but a little too aggressive of a shove. Lincoln Memorial regained possession. Played inside, and it's going to be picked up there by Walling. Not a save. And Lincoln Memorial will earn a free position attempt. A chance to get on the board here with a minute to go in the first period. Whistle blows. Tampa defense making a play, but it gets in the back of the net. Lincoln Memorial on the board. And that is, I think, hugely enjoyed by the Splitters. They run a strong play out of the free position, and at point blank, they beat Walling. And number 27, Sofia Gardia, scores, and that is her first goal of the season. .56 seconds to go, and Lincoln Memorial will be excited to get on the board here. They have time to try to get a few more. Here's the face-off, and they can't come away with it. I've seen many times during men's lacrosse and even previous women's lacrosse games that teams can quickly gain momentum, getting back-to-back goals, but you usually have to get a face-off to capitalize on it. So Lincoln will need a good defensive stand here. Play back to the top, about 30 seconds to go. Played inside, and the Spartans have scored again. The Spartans will immediately respond. We may only have time for the face-off before the first period comes to a close. And with time set to expire, that will conclude the first period of play here at Namoli Family Stadium. The Spartans off to a hot start on this beautiful Saturday night. We'll be back with more women's lacrosse after the break. Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, yes, Tampa is currently in the lead. They've had a great start. At the end of the first period, Lincoln Memorial were able to capitalize off a free position attempt and get on the board. And now in the second period, we'll see what both sides have planned as the game continues. I'm Taylor Storthy once again, and we will get underway. And due to NCAA regulation, we will see that clock going. I know sometimes I've done soccer commentary and they might be a little late with the clock. There's always disagreements with the referee about, hey, the time is this, hey, the time is that. It's actually a little bit simpler here for lacrosse, which is honestly quite nice. Having simpler things makes it easier because there's always a lot to manage the events. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank the entirety of the Tampa Sports Department. We've had a long day for Tampa Sports. Back over at the Bob Martinez Center, we've seen 2 basketball games on campus. Over at the baseball field, we saw Tampa baseball take home a victory, and track and field for the Spartans has also been going on. Overall, very fun weekend if you're a fan of Spartan athletics. And it continues with this night game for women's lacrosse. It looked like number 21 out there. Holliston Wagner was looking. Could have been Olivia Mott. I do apologize. It's hard to read the numbers from the distance. We're relatively far away up here in the booth. Spartans play it back. They drop it over. It's number 43, Sarah Hinkle, holding on to it. Hinkle dumps it off. Spartans looking for room inside. They won't find it. McLaughlin sends it behind. Shot saved. Thought they had the window. Didn't. 40 seconds to go on the shot clock. Tampa looking. And we'll have to wait and see. I believe that might be a free position for the Spartans. Or if not, they'll just have an opportunity to resume play. And yes, they'll actually just play it in here. Actually, it is a free position from the spot, but it's a very hard angle, so Tampa elects to circle it around. Back to 40 seconds on the shot clock. Tampa bringing it inside. Shot saved. Great work there by Miller. Miller came on later in the first half, or first period, and has already converted a few saves. Number 21 bringing it up for Lincoln Memorial. Ryba holding on to it. Ryba sends it all the way down. It is picked up. And Lincoln Memorial will get another attack. They've had only a few of them, but we're able to convert. Played around. Shot saved by Walling. Could have hit off the post, but it looked like Walling was able to get a piece of it. And the Spartans will fight it and win it in the corner. Great effort from the Spartans team. That's one thing that they've always been known for. High energy, high intensity, no matter the scoreline. And here come the Spartans once again, working it around. This time defended well. Here are the Spartans once again, just circling it up top. 12 minutes to go here in the second period. I believe we've had one of our longest scoreless stretches of the game. This both teams' defense starting to show up here in the second period. Played inside. Still trying to find an open look. Shot misses, but Tampa regains possession. So 15 seconds on the shot clock. And this one deflects into the net. And it's a goal for the Spartans. That's their 12th goal of the game. And they continue to succeed early on here. And Olivia Mott is the goal scorer. Congratulations to Olivia. She has recorded her second goal of the season. That is, I believe, her ninth point of the campaign. She entered the game as the team assist leader with 7. So everyone getting back for the face-off. We're about set to continue here in the second period. 10:20 and counting in the second period. Time to go. Tampa have been quite successful on these early face-offs. But Lincoln Memorial will win it here. They're going to gain possession. They're now 11-3 on the board. Tampa's going to win it back. The attacker gets dispossessed. But Lincoln Memorial is still going to put some pressure, not letting the Spartans leave their defensive third. This one's going to go back to Walling. Walling now under pressure. There is an open teammate for Walling, though. And now Tampa's going to bring it up. It's a solo run here once again. Inside, saved. Miller making a great save. And that was a dangerous look. It was a one-on-one run that just hadn't been stopped. But Miller is there, has enough time to make the play. Tampa wins the ball back. But they're going to have to give it over to Lincoln Memorial because there was a foul. Lincoln Memorial up into the attacking third. They're looking for their first goal in the period. They have some space. But good recovery from the Spartans to keep it closed. And a yellow card is given. So changes will be made. And I believe, yeah, indeed, Lincoln Memorial keep the ball. Danny Waters with the penalty, number 22, has a 2-minute penalty. So here we go. Lincoln Memorial still holding on to it. And they still have the player advantage. That's her. Oh, there we go. just about ready to resume here. Lincoln Memorial will still have the advantage, 141 on this penalty. We do apologize if one of our fans here was in the way for a brief second. I guess I can show you that there's a lot of fans here for this game, as it's hard to tell from the stream. We're pretty zoomed close onto the field, so we can't always get or show you just how packed that the Moley Family Stadium is on nights like this. Lincoln Memorial looking for something. It's going to go back, but they'll keep possession of it as the shot clock continues to wind down. Good pressure there from the Spartans on number 13, Haley Barnett. This one missed, but Lincoln Memorial should keep it. No, Tampa takes a hold of it. Heads up play by the Spartans. But Lincoln Memorial will fight and get it back. And Tampa applying pressure. But it will be Lincoln Memorial keeping possession here as the penalty clock continues to wind down. About 40 seconds to go. And too aggressive defending there for the Spartans. This will be a free position attempt for the Rail Splitters. So Lincoln Memorial will have a chance on goal against Walling. And it misses. It takes an awkward bounce. Walling couldn't get it, but a Spartan defender eventually does. And, ooh, rough push right there. And down goes Erin Sistek, but she's back up. Looked like she was almost going to be able to get away, utilizing some great pace, but doesn't get enough separation, and Tampa continues here. Penalty set to expire, and I think it has. They've killed the player advantage. Great work from the Spartans defense. 6 minutes to go in the period. Tampa taking their time. They're looking, but Lincoln Memorial with a solid defensive shape here. Played around. Under 30 seconds on the shot clock. A good move to get inside, and this one saved and deflected away. Lincoln Memorial regained the ball. And Tampa a little greedy there. Too early in trying to win back possession, and Lincoln Memorial will have it once again. So far, only one goal scored this period. It was Tampa getting one early. But both teams playing good enough defense to keep each other quiet. Here's a chance here from Lincoln Memorial. They find it in front of the net. Walling playing defense. And they will make the stop. I think they had gotten too close on the shot there. That was, I think, the infraction. But a dangerous opportunity. But now the Spartans get it up. Under 4 minutes to go. This one falls, and the Spartans come away with it. The Spartans score. They found the space, and it looks like it was Olivia Mott. We'll get the full confirmation in a second. So indeed it was Mott with her second of the game. She also, I believe, scored the opener in the period. Mott now is 3 on the campaign, and that is her 10th point. Be back for another chance here. Tampa has been dominant on the front of being able to get the opening pickups. 11-3. Lincoln Memorial can try to keep disrupting the Spartan rhythm here if they can win it themselves. And they do. They're going to come away with it. Brought inside, but nothing was open there for Anna Carney, the junior from Orange, Connecticut. Still fighting. The shot just goes wide. Lincoln Memorial still be looking. This one's going to go long, and it's going to fall right into the net of Sarah Hinkle. But the Spartans will get dispossessed at a midfield. Lincoln Memorial working it around, trying to bring it back up. But the Spartans pressure, doing a great job of delaying and forcing a few drops. Held on to by Barnett. Barnett passes back. Under a minute to go. The shot clock isn't going to be moving because the game clock will expire before it does. Tampa leaving some space open in front of the net. As here's an interesting play by Lincoln Memorial, but just couldn't get an open pass. A chance. This one's going to be picked up cleanly by Walling. And Tampa regain it. Under 30 seconds to go. The question is if they want to strike or just take it into the break. They've brought it back up. Played inside. Shot and missed. And the Spartans, I think, will hold on to it. No, it's actually going to go to Lincoln Memorial, but it doesn't matter. That will send us to halftime. Here at Namoli Family Stadium, the Spartans extend to a 13-1 lead as we enter the break. We'll be back with more women's volleyball after this. So I do apologize. Entering the break, I accidentally said women's volleyball. I also do the commentary for women's volleyball here at UT. But of course, this is women's lacrosse. And we are continuing tonight. Big lead for the Spartans as we begin the third quarter. And by the way, you can check out tomorrow at 12 p.m. The Tampa Spartans men's team takes on Lenore Rhine at Memorial Stadium in Savannah, Georgia. That should be a very fun game. You can catch on alongside Tampa baseball. They continue their series against Maryville tomorrow at noon. Lincoln Memorial will win the initial face-off, and they'll have an opening chance here to start the second half. And it's exactly what they need. They've actually generated a couple decent looks already. Tampa with a big lead, but still 30 minutes of game time to go. Played inside. And I believe Lincoln Memorial will keep the ball. But the only question is going to be whether it is a free position or not. Since it was very close, it is going to be a free position. Now a chance potentially. Lincoln Memorial could open the scoring up in a period. Brought inside and saved by Walling. Cool as you'd like. Solid night in the net. 5 saves with just 1 allowed. And the Spartans are back up. Pulling it around. Lee Miller remains in the game for Lincoln Memorial. Played, scored! Spartans take the first goal of the second half. That was scored with 13:20 to play, and that clock will roll. You can tell the Spartans bench excited. That's just what they needed, another good start. Hinkle finds her 4th goal of the night. McLaughlin will also get the assist. That's her 2nd of the game. And funny enough, she actually takes the lead in that stat for the Spartans. Hinkle, meanwhile, I think will have just taken the lead, or is about to in terms of points. That is her 12th goal of the season alongside her 2 assists. Holderman, 13 goals and 1 assist on the season. Spartans will win the face-off, and they're going to be able to bring it up, but a few Lincoln Memorial defenders giving some pressure on the Spartans. They'll have another chance, though. Played up top. And Tampa just taking their time, letting opportunities get open. Played inside. Well defended. Lincoln Memorial is going to shut down that attacking look. This one kept quiet as well. 3rd time's the charm. Spartans find another. This time it's Lizzie Pierpont. I believe it is. We'll double check. No, I'm wrong. It is actually a goal for Emma McLaughlin. That's her 1st goal of the night, and also her 2nd of the season. Congratulations for McLaughlin there. Just got a previous assist, and now gets a goal, 2 points in quick succession, and the Spartans have scored twice within 3 minutes. That's not as impressive normally as it is currently with a running clock. As you have to keep in mind, a minute and more will have been expended likely just with the ball being out of play. And Tampa will win the opening battle for possession. Lincoln Memorial doing a good job to try to press the Spartans, but coolly getting away is Allie Peebles. Here come the Spartans once again. Brought inside and still looking. Up top. Played up top for Peebles. Can't find the space. Passed back. A 1-2 play inside. The scramble will be won by Lincoln Memorial. The Rail Splitters find a loose ball. This one's going to be knocked out. Lincoln Memorial will actually keep it in play. But the Spartans, a cluster in the midfield, putting pressure. And ooh, that is a rough hit there, as Julia Coleman was closing down. And that is not good. The Lincoln Memorial player is still down in the field. Still down. I'll take a quick breather just to check in on her. About ready to get underway in about a minute. And it's not good news at all, I'd say, for Sage Liax, the junior from Coram, New York. Got hit with a dangerous check from Colderman. And Colderman will take a 2-minute penalty. And I'll say in a game like this where Tampa has a pretty safe lead, that's just, I think, a very unnecessary hit right there. A player advantage will be given to Lincoln Memorial, and hopefully Liax will feel better on the sideline. She'll get further checkup from the medical crew there. But disappointing to see. Hopefully nothing too serious as she's helped off the field. 9:14 to go in the third period. We're just about set to continue. Played inside and scores. Lincoln Memorial will find the back of the net, and they definitely deserved it. They capitalized with a player advantage, and they have scored their second of the night. I forgot to mention earlier that Tampa had actually kept a clean sheet in the second period, but that will not be the case here in the third. It's Josie Tenorello. The freshman from Worthington, Ohio, will find the back of the net here. That's her second goal of the season. Be ready to continue here with the face-off. I think Alyssa Shaver will be happy to see her team rallying together and converting on that penalty. A game like this is a good teaching lesson on resilience and the ability to not give up. And let's see, off the face-off here, it's won back by Lincoln Memorial. Trying to find space. I believe the penalty had already expired thanks to the goal. But so 2 minutes will have officially passed if it wasn't killable by goal. Played around. And there's a violation on Lincoln Memorial. Or will it be the Spartans? I I believe it'll actually be the Spartans as there's a free position chance now for Lincoln Memorial. And they will have another opportunity on goal. Shot, saved. Walling, another great save. 6th of the game for her. That pass just gets a little bit wayward, and now there's a scramble for the ball in the middle of the field. The huddle there, I think it had 6 or 7 players, multiple from each team, and Lincoln Memorial will regain possession. Lincoln Memorial will hold on to it. Things just getting a little too rough there. The Spartans also make a few substitutions. We're going to bring it up, and there is another change. Still just waiting for the game to resume. And there's another penalty. And I think it's not on the scoreboard, but that's what we heard. Well, now it is. So yeah, number 10 will be a minute for a violation. Brooke Robinson will be taking a mandatory breather, if you will. 5 minutes to go, just about here in the third period. Tampa is able to bring it back up, stopping the initial Lincoln Memorial attack. And I'll say, shorthanded, it's harder to find success on offense for the Spartans, as Lincoln Memorial will have a free player. And there's an interception. Smart play to sit in front and make the catch. Heading down the sideline, over the midfield. Finally dispossessed. Roman lost it on a great challenge from Colombo, Gia Colombo. One of the many Colombos that graced the field for the Spartans. Tampa have brought it all the way back up as the penalty has expired. A very easy kill for the Spartans. They bring it inside. Nothing's open. Not be surprised as the game continues. We see more changes being made. You see younger players and players that don't get a lot of minutes get some opportunities here to shine. Very comfortable lead for the Spartans and gives them the opportunity to experiment. Lincoln Memorial regained the ball. A little rough there, I think, from the Spartans. Just called, I think, for an offensive foul. And the Rail Splitters back in possession. They'll bring it up the left side. Get it down by the left corner. Working right on the edge. They bring it inside, but good enough defense from the Spartans forces them to pass it away. 3 minutes to go in the period, 60 on the shot clock. Seconds, not minutes, just in case. There's a rough screen right there. And that will be Spartans' possession. And again, it's a good idea to use the body to try to help open up space, but that time, just a little too much. And Spartans regain it. Now they're going to resume play. That pass goes wayward. And with that, Lincoln Memorial will get it back. This will probably be the last possession of the period with a shot clock, as we're just a little over 2 minutes to go. Miller regains possession and sends it up. Miller came in and has had a solid game so far. 4 saves on 10 attempts. This one passed back. And Lincoln Memorial now bring it over midfield. Now looking into the attacking third. And it's going to be picked up here by number 27. Passed over to Haley Barnett. Barnett back over to Sophie Gardia. Gardia looking around. Back to Barnett. Maybe delayed call here. I don't know. And now a yellow card is being shown. And I believe this will be a free position opportunity for Lincoln Memorial. Now we're about 60 seconds to go in the period. Shot deflected by Walling. That is a save. And the Spartans will regain the ball. Good positioning behind the net. Good save there by Walling. That's a tough chance to make a play on. And she does so with relative ease. Spartans now bring it back up. They're about to get it in the attacking third. Yes, here they do. Ooh, and that time just gets tangled with a stick. Spartans regain the ball. 30 seconds to go. They will have the chance. One more attack here. A foul called, but it'll end the period. The free position will be the final play. No, it actually won't. The clock has reached 0. It took a second for the referees to make the decision, but we will enter the fourth quarter. Tampa preserving a big lead here. 15 minutes to go. We'll see you in just a few.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we are back live in Namoli Family Stadium. 15-2 lead for the Spartans. It is a beautiful night here at Namoli Family Stadium. Lacrosse continues with 15 minutes to go. And I believe we actually do have a goalie change for the Spartans. Kylie Warnken, I believe, will take the net for the final period. Reason being, well, Spartans want to give more of their reserves some chances. And it's great because these are the players that will be captaining this program in 2 to 3 years' time. You see on the right side, one of the attackers, number 30, Isabel McGarvey, the freshman from Havertown, Pennsylvania. Very well could be a team top scorer in 2 to 3 seasons. So I'm excited to see them getting some action tonight. Tampa looking to bring it up. Lincoln Memorial with some pressure in the midfield. They could do the same, getting some other players some experience. The ball is loose. And Tampa comes away with it. And they will get a chance to breathe after the foul was committed. And here they go, continuing. Spartans circling it around. It'll go the other way. Lincoln Memorial get the ball back. In terms of goals scored for the Spartans, Hinkle has scored 4, while Colderman and Mott have had 2. Pierpont, Peebles, McClellan, Colombo, Montgomery, McGettigan, Brennan have all also scored 1. So Spartans sharing the love, nearly intercepted off the long throw from the goalie. And Tampa regains the ball. I'll be disappointed for Lincoln Memorial. I think you saw one of the players give an exhausted sigh after the play. Spartans can bring it in. This is a chance. Save. The shot gets deflected. That's Miller's 5th save of the game. Played up top for the Spartans. Brought inside. Shot. And I think rolled in. Yes, indeed it did. You do not see a goal like that too often. The save was made, but you just can't find the ball. Feel for Miller. Had half the job done, but it gets in the back of the net. 16-2 lead for the Spartans. I think teammates giving her some words of encouragement. Kayla Brennan gets the goal. That's her 2nd of the game. Comes the 4th multi-goal scorer for Tampa tonight. 2 minutes, 30 seconds into the final period. The Spartans were able to find the back of the net. We're just about ready for another face-off here. The clock continues to roll as a few changes are made for the Spartans. Tampa's won a majority of the face-offs so far, 14-6. Tampa's bench still as energetic as ever. You know, the fans are also going to be excited. Tampa brings it up. Played out wide. Tampa still looking. Going to do a good job of circling play. Now from the top. Bring it in with a good move. Saved. Another good save by Miller. Lincoln Memorial will find the ball. And now a chance on the break. All alone, holding it in front. Played out wide. Just misses it, but is able to recover it. Not a bad heads-up play there from Small to make sure that possession wasn't lost. But it did slow down the fast break. Now it continues. Lincoln Memorial, now some open space. Sends it over. Dispossessed, good defense. And Walling fighting behind the net. She's out of position. Lincoln Memorial can't find a pass back to the top of the key. Shot, misses, rebound, picked up by Walling. Warnken and Walling, an incredible goalie duo. Very annoying when you're trying to get one right or the other. I apologize. But Warnken with the play before, and the Spartans now bring it all the way back up. Look at the stat sheet. The stat sheet, I think, also confused me and hadn't interrupted. You can always watch our stats live on statsbroadcast.com. It's a very complicated link. I just recommend going off of the team scheduled page. You can do from Tampa Spartans. Sports.com. Tampa Stats. Wherever you find our Tampa Stats, they'll give you some very good up-to-date numbers in case you want to know some very specific numbers, like the save percentage that Walling has had. And the stat sheet currently says 778. Tampa get a free position here. But there'll be a save made by Lincoln Memorial. Another stat you might be interested in is the shots. Tampa have taken 30 with 23 on goal. Lincoln Memorial have taken 13 with 9 on goal. 9:10 to go in the game, and the Spartans have brought it back up. Shot gets behind, but it will be recovered there by Miller. Tampa still fighting, but Lincoln Memorial hold on to it. This one played out wide, and a timeout is going to be called. Lincoln Memorial will take, I believe, a quick timeout as we have 8:38 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with more women's lacrosse right after this.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. It should just be...
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
And we are back underway. The timeout taken here, 70 seconds on the shot clock for Lincoln Memorial. 8:38 to go. The clock will resume once that whistle blows, and it now has. Kayla Harrington will pass it away. Did a good job fighting alongside a Spartan defender. Now open look here. Warnken comes up with a big save. Great to see Warnken making a save there. And by the way, one of the earlier saves that was recorded by Walling was actually a Warnken save. This was before they had made the full change on the stats sheet. So that is now the second save from Warnken in the game. Lincoln Memorial win it back in the midfield. They bring it back up. Shot. Scored! Lincoln Memorial find their third of the game. Good attempt to save, but just too powerful into that low corner. And there is another timeout with 7:38 to go. We'll be back with more right after this.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Well, we just saw another timeout, and I will say I wonder what they were going over, whether it was just maybe to try to get the players in the right mindset for the final few minutes of the game, but I think it would take a masterstroke from Magnus Carlson to try to envision a strategy of victory for Lincoln Memorial, a very comfortable Spartan lead at this stage. They're going to have a attacking possession here. And we'll see if they can try to convert again. The battle in this period has actually been 1 goal for each team. The first time we could maybe see an even scored period. And, ooh, there we go. I believe that'll be a free position for the Spartans. Just a bit aggressive, I think they're defending by Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial traveled to St. Augustine and play Flagler on Monday. Shot and saved. And by the way, back in the game is number 30, Keegan Gilman. She had started the game but was replaced earlier and now returns for the final few minutes. Tampa went in the midfield. They bring it back up. There's the 1-2. And, ooh, that shot just misses, but Tampa keeps possession. That was a very good look. But the Spartans can't come away with it. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. In Tampa, you notice in these attacks they're taking more time, they're letting the clock roll, and also patiently waiting for those opportunities. Played down behind the net. Playing aside and misses. The scramble will end up with the ball for Lincoln Memorial. Or no, it's going to be picked back up by the Spartans, but they're going to say that it will be Lincoln Memorial's ball, as it's also there. Pass back to Gilman. Gilman distributes it out to the right. And Tampa almost winning it back, but Lincoln Memorial fighting back once they lost possession. And it is still a loose ball. Wow. Tampa will win it back now securely, despite the pressure in the midfield from the Splitters. I've used the pun before, but I'll use it again. Tampa looking to split the defense. And they'll hold it. They've got a minute to go on the shot clock and under 4:30 to go in the game. Tampa will be back at home on Tuesday against Adelphi. You can see them play at 1 p.m. I believe my colleague Bruce Wozniak will be back in the booth for that game. Next Monday, they'll also face off against Georgian Court at 7 p.m. After the game at Flagler, as Tampa scores, Lincoln Memorial will head next Friday to Florida Tech, back at home in Harrogate, Tennessee. And the Spartans convert with the 17th goal of the night. Allie Hoyt will take the goal here, the freshman from Tampa Academy. And congratulations to Allie Hoyt. That's her first goal as a Spartan. And also, by the way, the Spartan bench was chanting, "She's a freshman," just to help us in the booth make sure we knew what grade she was in. Sarah Hinkle gets the assist. That's her 5th point of the game. But congrats to Allie Hoyt. Wonder if her family is in attendance. Or if not, probably be back home in Boston. Still, what a goal there for Hoyt to open up her collegiate career. Previously was at Tabor Academy. Here's the face-off once again, under 3 minutes to go in the game. Lincoln Memorial win it, as this one got a little wide from everyone else. And Lincoln Memorial will hold on to it. Actually, there will be a penalty on the Spartans. A little rough in the midfield, and it'll be a player advantage, I believe, for Lincoln Memorial. 2 minutes for Allie Peebles. A check to the head is the call. Clock stops on penalties. The whistle resumes it. 2 minutes to go. That would go up until about 30 seconds left in the game. Played out wide. Lincoln Memorial do pick it back up. That was dropped, but Tampa a little aggressive on the check, and they will hold on to it again. Passed out back. 60 seconds and under on the shot clock. 2 minutes on the game clock. Only a couple more possessions before I have to say adios to the shot clock for the night. Again, Tampa Sports will continue tomorrow. If you're a baseball fan, you can check out men's baseball as they complete their series against the Maryville Saints. If you're a fan of lacrosse, try to find out where you can see the game for men's lacrosse against Lenore Rhine, and then later, women's lacrosse will be back at home later this week. Shot and scored! Lincoln Memorial find a 4th on the board and convert on the penalty. Looks like Ryan Doyle was on the goal there. Or could be Rianne. Haley Barnett gets the assist. We now have about 60 seconds left in the game. The shot clock will be not used anymore. Final potential face-off, I think, here. (17-4) Spartan lead. They will be victors in 45 seconds. They finally begin off the face-off, and Tampa will come away with it, likely for the last time. Probably wouldn't be time to get another face-off going should the Spartans or Rail Splitters score again. Cutting to the inside, a potential open look. Just misses, but Tampa gets it back. 20 seconds to go. Played inside and scores! The Spartans will take a quick goal that will end the game. 18-4. The Tampa Spartans will improve to 3-0 to start their 2023 campaign. Lincoln Memorial will fall to 1-2 with a loss against our nationally ranked side. And by the way, we're actually nationally ranked 7th in the nation. And that is another big win for the Spartans. 18-4 as the final whistle goes. Great games from Walling and Warnken in net. Warnken only had time to make 2 saves in the game. Would have definitely made more if she had more time. Walling had 6 saves. Solid stuff from both Tampa goalies. Miller had 8 saves. Gilman had 2 saves. Not a bad night for them both. Lincoln goal scorers: Ryba, Tinarello, Doyle, and Gardia. They each had 1. For Tampa, Hinkle scored 4, including an early hat trick. Kohlerman scored 2. Pierpont had 2. Mott had 2. And Brennan had 2, while Colombo, Montgomery, McGettigan, Hoyt, Peebles, and McLaughlin also got on the board. It's actually the least amount of goals the Spartans have scored in a game this season with only 18. And it's funny to say only because that is quite a lot of goals. Defense remaining solid. They've only conceded 11 all season. Thank you for watching. That will conclude tonight's game of lacrosse. I'm Taylor Storthy, and thank you for tuning in. The next women's lacrosse game again will be on Tuesday at 1 p.m. back here at the Memorial Stadium. We would love to see you in person, but if not, having you on stream is also just fun. Thanks again, and for any Lincoln Memorial viewers, good luck in the rest of your season. You'll be able to catch the Rail Splitters next at Flagler. They're going to be in St. Augustine at Monday at noon.